Ladies and gentlemen, you want him, you need him, and I'm sure he'd return the favor if he had the time. Your master of ceremonies, Mr. Zach Travis.
Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen, to Tuscaloosa Monorail. I am your host, Zach Travis, and tonight we have a really great show for you. Our guest tonight, Red Light District Attorney. Now, in honor of our guests tonight, we're going to play a little game we call Before and After. And to help me out, we're going to welcome my producer, Miss Robin Rains, to the stage.
Hi.
Hey, Robin, how you feeling tonight?
Great, thank you.
Good. Well, we both know the rules. We want to make sure everybody does at home. We're going to start with a phrase and turn it into another phrase using a second phrase. It'll work a little bit like this. I'll start. You'll start after me.
Okay.
The first thing we're going to do, a Christmas Carol Burnett show.
Turkey and the straw man argument.
That's a good one. James and the Giant Peaches and Herb.
Waffle House on Haunted Hill.
Ooh, good one. The Crying Game of Thrones.
Trading Spaces Jam.
The Hunt for Red Oktoberfest.
Encyclopedia Brown versus the Board of Education.
Good one. Okay, try this one on for size.
Okay.
Beverly Hills Ninja Turtles, 3 Men and a Baby Blues, Brothers Grimm.
Busty RoboCop.
The Canterbury Tales from the Hood.
In the Hall of the Mountain King and Oats.
Burger King of England.
RuPaul's Drag Race War.
Upton Sinclair's The Jungle Book.
Oh, Finnegan's Wake Me Before You Go-Go.
Green Eggs and Ham Bagby.
Marmaduke Nukem.
Macho Man Randy Savage Garden.
Kevin Nash Bridges.
Sword in the Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Sly and the Family Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Romancing the Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The Blarney Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin City Limits.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And of course, our guest tonight, Red Light District Attorney!
This one's called Homewrecker.
Tuscaloosa Monorail is brought to you by Eat My Beats, The Green Bar, and the Left Hand Soap Company. If you'd like to sponsor or appear on Tuscaloosa Monorail, call us at 205 or send us an email at tuscaloosamonorail@marvinvideo.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Red Light District Attorney. Well, thanks for coming out, gentlemen. I'm glad you guys dressed up. You're looking sharp tonight. Good to
You
be
as well,
here.
Zach.
Thank you. I want to talk about these pants first. I don't know if we can probably get those in a shot eventually. These are some nice pants. Are these Gucci? What are these?
These are actually Fendi, Prada, and Gucci collaborated on a pair of pants in 1987. These were for a special episode of Magnum P.I. There were only 3 in existence. I own all 3 of them. There you go, Zach.
Very glad. Thank you. Thank you for that. But of course, well, the first thing we would like to ask you, we're going to get first things out of the way. Who is in your band?
I am Brandon. I play bass, and I sing sometimes.
I am Alex. I play guitar. I have been known to sing.
I'm Alex. I play drums, and I also sing.
Very good. Glad to introduce you guys here. Now, tell me a little bit about Red Light District Attorney. What are you guys doing?
There was a series of incidents last fall where people assumed that I had a band and called me to come play a show. So I lied and told them I had a band and that its name was Red Light District Attorney. And then I had to round people up. And eventually, Mitch's house burned down and he had to live with me. So we decided we'd just jam more often and start practicing, kind of out of necessity to keep him alive.
Okay.
Remember.
Last I heard,
Pleading.
you guys are waiting for 100 likes on Facebook before you actually release your demo.
Yes, that is.
and
And
we
no
are-
sooner.
No sooner.
And we are currently 2 likes away from that.
2 likes away, so you can reach Red Light District Attorney at redlightdistrictattorney.facebook.co.uk. All right, folks, back to Red Light District Attorney with Wedding Band and Candy from a Baby.
This song's called Wedding Band. The other day I kind of fell in love with you instead of all the other girls. Would have given you all the brewing pizza in the world, but instead you chose a white dress and those pearls. You have a heart and didn't want it. You must know. You must know. Soon as I saw you unconscious, you must know. You must know. Would have given you the world. Now what am I to do?
I kind of fell in love with you instead of all the other girls.
All right.
This one's called Candy from a Baby.
So again, here with World Star Hip Hop aficionados, Red Light District Attorney. Guys, you guys have Red Light District Attorney, but you've also got a number of side projects. Put the foot down. Thank you. So you guys have a number of side projects you guys are working on. I want you all to tell me a little bit about that. Start with you down here.
Well, I'm currently doing a side project called Mitch McSteamy and the Social Laxatives. I've been working on a lot of songs outside of the band, just in my spare time, and I'm getting together with a bunch of my friends back in San Diego to record those songs this summer.
Only slightly more popular and successful than Red Light District Attorney.
Just a little bit.
Amazing, that's amazing. Alex.
Let's see, I front an awesome core band called Eclectic Boom, and we're actually trying to be the loudest, most old school with eclectic song inspirations band ever known to man. We're looking at topping Pink Floyd in terms of amazingness, and
So is it hardcore metal covers of public domain songs?
Mm-hmm. And the entire soundtrack of My Little Pony.
Good.
Somebody bet on that bobtailed nag.
And that's
somebody bet
that's
on the bay.
Word.
There'll be some
Brandon,
things in the future.
what are you working on currently?
I tell people that I rap, and I also tell people that my rap name is Hollywood Roscoe. There's a copyright, a registered, and a trademark symbol after all of that. I'm currently working on a mixtape that should release sometime before I die. So I think that people are gonna like it. I really hope people do. I want to be rich and stupid, but I mean, we can't all have what we want.
But you're
I'm
halfway
willing to accept
there.
that. Ah, yeah. Yeah.
Thank
Rich
you, Mitch,
in
for,
friendship.
Thank you, Mitch, for picking up the joke there where I could not.
Hey everybody, Zach Travis here from Tuscaloosa Monorail. I'm here to tell you what we got going on the next couple weeks here at the Green Bar. On Thursday, May 16th, be sure to get ready to practice your heckling skills because we've got stand-up comedy coming through. Following Friday, May 17th, we've got Sahid and DJ Supreme from Birmingham, and of course IQ from right here in Tuscaloosa. Fun rap game for everybody to hang out and practice their heckling skills with. Saturday, May 18th, we've got an 11-year-old man, from Prattville, Alabama, with the Plains. Now, this 11-year-old man is in fact a boy, coming all the way from Prattville to play what he calls garage psychedelic music. So be sure to tune in. And if it turns out he's actually terrible, the Plains will be there to back him. The next week, on Thursday, May 23rd, we've got Bonfire Orchestra, who describe themselves as being laid back. If that's your kind of thing and wish to lay back even further than you normally do on regular occasions, come on out to the Green Bar on Thursday, May 23rd. Friday, May 24th, doctors and lawyers coming all the way from Boston, Massachusetts with their form of spooky folky music. So if you would like to deal with any sort of trees, ghosts, or hills of any kind, make sure to make your way out. And to finish up the week, on Saturday, May 25th, we've got Shiny Machine from right here in Tuscaloosa playing good old-fashioned rock and roll. Let's try that last one. I don't know. I don't have anything to say about rock and roll.
Oh, it's
You don't have anything to
that's
say
fine.
about rock and roll.
Is there
It's
anything
dead.
to be said about rock and roll?
It doesn't exist anymore.
I hear that, Mr. Brandon, you are a big Raiders fan?
Oakland Raiders. That's right.
Oakland Raiders.
They're not a fan of me. They have never come to any of my birthday parties.
They don't like him on
They don't
Facebook.
do anything for me, but I'll support them until the day I die.
Support them. What if they lost every game this season?
What if they probably will? What if they've lost? They've had so many losing seasons that I've given up on saying there's always next year, because it seems as if like before the universe dies, the Raiders will never go to another Super Bowl. So I've given up on it. But we do have criminals. We have lots of criminals, and that's always a good step in rebuilding the Raiders.
Attempting again to be the dirtiest team in football.
That's the dream. Rolando McClain is still getting arrested, and he's not even signed to the Raiders anymore. So what does that tell you?
Spanish thing.
I think there we
they
go.
kick a
I think
ball
we've got a winning Super Bowl Oakland Raiders team on our way.
There's always next year.
There's always
Well,
next year.
maybe.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back to Red Light District Attorney with Tour de Franzia and Skull Collector.
This is about drinking a lot of wine very fast.
This is about the time a gothic Lolita seduced me, took me back to her place, and chopped off my head. It's called Skull Collector.
frames.
It comes up every
I think
10
you
years
mean
or so
how. That's how they say it.
How
that
are you?
that like all these like Native American team names are really racist and they want to change them.
Much like the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah. I mean, white people have been up in arms for years about names, and they don't get a day or a month for history. But we're not going to talk about that.
I know.
We have the rest of the
I'm
year.
so not bothered right there with you.
RG3 came out recently in support of keeping the name as the Redskins. There are a few names that have been suggested for changing. One of them is the Washington Native Americans, which doesn't really have the same ring to it.
And the
but-
Washington Switchblades.
The Washington Switch.
But that
The
was
Washington
thrown out
high crime rate. The Washington home of hardcore punk. The Washington, if you're black, you'll probably die or get arrested. The Washington
Black houses.
miles and miles of tenements.
See, Brandon, as they say, is about that life.
I am about that life. It's going to be a Suge night. That's what I'm going to
It's
say.
going to be a Suge night.
It's going to be a
All right, folks, one last time, Red Light District Attorney with their song, Peugeot.
Thank you for watching. We've been Red Light District Attorney. We've got one more song for you. I'll let our drummer, Mitch McSteamy, introduce it.
This is a song about a bicycle. You helped me escape, I knew I always would been. First time I took you out for a ride, I was finally free and it was painless inside. Hugo, where the hell did you go? Oh, Hugo, you're doing alright. Hugo, where the hell did you go? Hugo, you're doing just fine. I was looking so down, they were screaming away, I wasn't making a sound. That's when I decided to leave, it was me and my bike, and we were going full speed. Hugo, where the hell did you go? Hugo, you're doing alright. Hugo, where the hell did you go? Hugo, you're doing alright. Hugo, where the did you go? Hugo, you're doing alright. Hugo, where the did you go? Hugo, you're doing alright.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we are out of time again this week. We'd like to thank our guest tonight, Red Light District Attorney, for coming out. And of course, we'd like to thank our sponsors doing sound tonight, Eat My Beats, of course, right here in the Green Bar, Tuscaloosa. And we'd like to thank the Left Hand Soap Company. We've had a great time tonight. Hopefully, we'll have a great time next week when our guest, Looksy, stops by. But of course, it's time to go, and I'm cashing out. Have a good one, everybody. Yay!
He's cashing out! He's cashed out! Somebody is cashed out!
Does that mean I have to fall down every outro now?
Yes. It's gonna hurt. But you know what? You gotta suffer for your art, Zach.
Yep.
Or ours.